Problem with being problematic. Get the light beam on me ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you're not batting. Then my gang got tools. You could call them boy crap, man. This gang got rules, man. You better watch your passes. This ain't none.
Yo, hey man, you already know. It's the motherfucking Totally Blitz podcast, and I'm talking to the motherfuckers right now. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking to the motherfuckers right now, and it's motherfucking Monday, dog. Fuck what you heard, man. But hey, you already know it's your boy, Lil KK, aka the Don PYE, aka the motherfucking people's champ. You feel me? I hope you can read, and if you can't, I'll let you know. And I'm with.
This is Paul Pick'em When I'm Contra, your favorite co-host of the Totally Blitz. We here talking bullshit today. We here talking about the weekend. We here letting our hair down and just talking some shit.
Yeah, you know we had to write this one real quick. Hey, don't tell nobody, but I definitely ain't going to math class today. You feel me? I low-key already did my homework, and I was like, damn, she's going to be teaching me how to do this. So, I might be okay on this one. I might be okay on this one. Don't tell nobody, though. I'm still going to work study, so don't tell nobody. But, hey, Paul, man, what's going on, man? What you got cracking this weekend, dog? Because I was on the move. I was making some moves, and I was doing some do's.
See, my weekend was pretty uneventful. I did have like a family day with my sister and her man and like some blue cheese bacon burgers and stuff like that. But I didn't really do too much. Personally, I think one of the funniest things from my whole weekend was I got a call probably, I think it was Saturday. Either Saturday or Sunday, I got a call from my dad. He calls me. He's like, oh, I'm 51 years old today. Doug, he's 74 today. And this is the first time in our lives we just bought legal marijuana. And and I was watching the movie, so I was not expecting that call. So I was like busted out laughing. And he was like, he was like, yeah, I got a couple flavors and like this and that. And he said like he picked one flavor, and the guy working was just like, oh, that's the best flavor. Like you got a good eye. And then he picked the second flavor, and he's like, damn, you just know how to pick them, don't you? And then so my dad was just picking, I guess he was just picking the good flavors, or this guy knew how to sell the shit. And he got his shit, he went up, and then but I told him, I'm like, you got 3 months before because he only does the flour. I told him, you got 3 months, and I'm gonna see you doing the edibles and the oils and everything. I'm like, with all that shit at your disposal, you're gonna be like, why not? Let me just try it.
Just wait on it. That's lit though. I actually heard about that yesterday, and I was like, shout out New Mexico. I don't know what's taking Florida so long. Like, y'all playing. Like,
I know medical, but not recreational.
They was quick to take the mask off. I'm just saying, when it was time to take
no
mask
hesitation.
Off, niggas, no hesitation. Florida, first open state, first fully open state, no problem. Florida, number one in motherfucking, like what? Number one in
We closed, I think, honestly, that first 2 months, like when pandemic hit. Like whenever like, we got as far as people protesting for the beach. And then that's it for us. We opened everything up after that. Like, y'all want the beach? Fuck it. Take everything.
I was only out of work for 2 months. I remember that. Like, I had to go right back to work by Mother's Day. The week before Mother's Day. So that's May. Motherfucking. We was working February. We was working Valentine's Day.
Sheesh. And this is at the mall, right? With you.
That was back at Carrabba's and shit.
Oh, okay. Shit, you're still seeing people.
Bullshit. Niggas was in that bitch thick, and niggas was just keeping 6 feet. But niggas taking forever with weed. But we not gonna get onto that shit. We gonna let y'all do your thing. What I'm saying is the courts. What was the law? The courts passed that they're like they're expunging a lot of records, and they're doing a lot of stuff like that.
That was another big thing. So over the weekend, it passed the House. It hasn't passed the Senate yet, but it passed the House, and they're decriminalizing marijuana on a federal level, which is also would release some low-level offenders and convictions. I believe just the low-level offenders, like first time and stuff like that, or like you got caught with a few grams and shit like that. You know, if you was big Pablo Escobar drug kingpin, your ass is staying in there.
Oh no, they need proof. There's no proof. I'm guilty until I'm innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, no, but hopefully, because if it gets federally decriminalized everywhere, like that's the first major step. Because like all the state laws happen, but that'll be the first step that the feds are already like, all right, we give up, we let you smoke.
Bro, when the Bucks won the Super Bowl, bro, we was out there smoking dope, and nobody said a damn thing, not one.
Nobody.
Not
Hey,
even, not even a head nod.
my dad went to same. This is the same day after they got hit the recreational. They go to a Cypress Hill concert that was in the casino, and my dad's not a Cypress Hill fan, but he goes and then he thinks because they're on Indian reservation, no way anybody's smoking. The Native Americans is not fucking with that. This is our land. Don't do that shit. He said the moment you walked into and it's at the casino, so it's like indoors. So the moment you walk in, he said there's nothing but a fucking cloud. And then he was like, he didn't have nothing. And then all of a sudden he happened to run into a cousin who had some pins on him. So then my dad is in the back of this like hitting the pins while watching Cypress Hill. And he was like, I didn't like Cypress Hill, but he's seen like 5 concerts in the casino, and he said nobody performed and had the crowd moving the way Cypress Hill had everybody moving.
The boy was blowing gas.
Yeah, at like 60 years old, still thugging.
Man, that's fine. That's fine. The only thing I know about Cypress Hill is that they used to be for Ice Cube, but like they do got some hits though.
Yeah. One thing one of my favorite Joe Rogan podcast episodes is when he was in the Cypress Hill convertible hotboxing for the episode. And I was like, damn, that's so funny. Like out of everybody, he's the one person that gets Joe Rogan to get out of the fucking his little booth and come in like to a little different area and hotboxing in the convertible.
This nigga had Bernie Sanders have to pull up. This nigga couldn't even get Bernie Sanders to get him out. Kanye couldn't even get that nigga out. But he pulled up to the hotbox in the convertible. That's kind of fun. I don't see Joe Rogan do any other interviews.
No, like he'll interview people, but it's always in his little booth, like his little section thing, or studio. Now he has his whole little Joe Rogan studio.
Like every other podcast in the world has been on Breakfast Club. Like anybody with a podcast has been on Breakfast Club, except us. But we on the way.
No facts. Shit. Well, while my shit was pretty somewhat uneventful, how was your weekend going?
Oh man, I was vibing, man. What's it called? I had a lot of homework to do. Ain't do that shit. I had a video that I had to finish editing. Ain't finished that shit. But I'm living my best life. Nothing's late. But I did go to this African showcase, and that shit was lit. It was like hosted by the African Student Union. It's like their 49th annual showcase. A whole bunch of shit. I don't know. I don't be talking it, but I was talking shit. I was like, bro, I really don't want to go to this shit. I got a lot of homework to do. And it's not that I didn't do my homework. It's that like one of them is watching 2 movies, and like 2 movies take an hour and a half. And like it's Godzilla, but it's like gotta pay attention.
It takes
like,
some time.
And then like I be high and I be going to sleep. So like I be having to play that shit back. But I went to this step and I was talking shit like, all right, I'm gonna watch this graduate prom and I'm gonna just be watching WrestleMania. Nah, that shit was lit, kid. That shit was popping. They had all types of cultural shit. They had a fashion show. They had a gala at the thing. They had an African host who was like a famous comedian at the moment who's on the rise. Followed that boy Charles Asul, or I can't remember his name, something like that. Asul, nigga, funny as hell. But motherfucking. Yeah, that shit was a vibe, dog. That shit was, I was talking shit because it started at 6. I'm like, what they starting at 6 for? Them boys finna end at like 8:30. Nah, that shit ain't finished. I ain't get to the car till like 10:58. Like,
okay.
The boys was just vibing out there doing their thing. There was food. It was you know what I'm saying? And, and there was a line, and you know how I feel about waiting in line for some free shit. Like I'm just not, I feel like they don't add up. Like some time is money. So why am I waiting in line for some free shit? So motherfucking but that shit was a vibe. And yeah, that shit was, I'm definitely going to the one next year. And like I'm mad that I missed the after party, but like work did have to get done. And I hopped on my dog's live stream. I finished watching WrestleMania. First day was lit. And then I hopped on my dog's Twitch stream. He was doing this thing on some game called Elden Ring. But
okay, that's the hottest game out right now.
Oh, really? Yeah, that boy was doing this thing on there. That boy was getting slaughtered. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, I think his name, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but I'll talk more about it later. But key motherfucker was getting slaughtered. There was like this big boss ass motherfucker that's just one. He literally rips his leg off and just and uses it as a weapon. Just gets, and remember, this shit is huge. I'm talking like boss off the rank of the king's huge. And he's just like slaughtering shit, just making shit come down, fucking shit up. And like he's killing you within like 8 seconds if you're not fast, if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe 6. But like that shit is crazy. But my dog, you know what I'm saying? My dog had to bust his ass. Hit him with the elbow. The people's elbow.
Yeah, it's one of those games. If you don't know it, it's RPG. You build a guy in a fantasy world, and you basically start from dirt and grind your way into becoming like a hero. And then let me tell you, it's not an easy game. It will fucking test your patience.
I thought I was talking. You know, I'm not big into gaming, so I was like, this should give me Assassin's Creed vibe. Oh man, I got killed in the comments. Like niggas was like, I didn't say anything again until everybody else fell asleep.
Motherfuckers in games too, they go hard for their game.
They'd be like, bro, what the fuck? It's based off of blah blah blah. And I was like, only it was close enough for me to slap you.
No, that's lit though. Shit, I love a good party, especially one that's 4 hours long.
Bro, they said no, but that's the thing. I had to miss the after party. They said the after party was jumping. You know, them boys was stepping. They had a performer. The performer pulled up to the after party.
It was like the Beyonce Gold party. You know, all the A-listers.
Yeah. Oh no, everybody that bought a ticket went in that bitch. It was at the one of the fraternities, and that shit was jumping. I heard that bitch was.
Okay.
Like them boys was, and you know that ass was shaking, African ass, like all that shit. So this is American. This is American ass. This is Black American ass. This is African ass. Like that shit is just.
And okay, teach them a history lesson.
I'm telling you, African ass is something serious, and that you know that shit was shaking.
Well, shit, you know, I was having some withdrawals this weekend because I didn't have none of my UFC going on. I was getting a little spoiled. I swear every week I thought I got a UFC fight. And so then I had one without one. It felt so different. It felt weird. And then I realized that you brought it up why UFC and boxing all took a weekend off, because neither one of them has shit really popping this weekend.
Them boys ain't want no beef. Them boys ain't want no smoke with Vince McMahon.
They wasn't trying to see the grandest stage of them all on the same day. It was shit. 2 different days. It didn't matter what day of the weekend you was trying to run your shit.
It's funny because the next biggest fight in boxing is gonna be on in the same arena. Spence versus Ugas, because Spence is from Dallas.
That boy Jerry be making mad money just renting out that motherfucker. He be like, bro, like
events.
October to February we busy, but marching on, y'all, I'm renting this motherfucker out Airbnb style.
And you know they let that be. You know he a money hungry ass nigga. You know they still renting that bitch out October through motherfucking February. They said we only need this bitch on Sundays.
Shit, and this is the first time WrestleMania was a 2-dayer, I believe. Too. I've never shit. I know at least from my stuff growing up, I would have killed us to watch WrestleMania on a Saturday and then a Sunday. And then a Monday night Raw, but like back to back to back. Oh, and then Friday night SmackDown that led up. That's a 4-day weekend of wrestling.
No, that shit's the greatest thing ever, man. Motherfucking that shit was so far, but like what got me was the fact that like I noticed what they did, right? So usually WrestleMania is an all-day event. Most people don't notice. We noticed because like I never ever got to pay for WrestleMania. Truthfully, I think that was my first time watching WrestleMania live before this weekend. But WrestleMania, like when it was in Orlando, that shit started at like 1. Like you went to that one. That shit started at like 1. They should have matches going on all through the day, but the only thing that mattered was main matches, which was nighttime, the lights was up, shit was going crazy, like 7 o'clock. But I'm sad. You know, I was supposed to go to that one too. But I moved to Tampa that same month, so like I didn't have a ride back. I should have rolled with your ass.
For real, no.
Motherfucker, only gonna move the hair and coat. Motherfucking, that would have been funny if I would have still been able to go. But yeah, I think this was like this was a great time because like they set it up so nice and they set it up to like it was packed. Like there was nothing but matches. There wasn't no big back to stage shit. There wasn't even too much talking in between. It was like, welcome to WrestleMania. All right, bet Randy Orton step out.
All right, bro. No, and they weren't fucking around because I didn't realize how like time constraint WrestleMania like it's live. So like you have to fit it within certain time constraints and stuff, which led to like there's some controversy after the first day. I didn't watch the first day. I know you caught some of it. I did catch some of that second day though.
Don't get me wrong. I know how to multitask, boy.
But
I
that
was in that, like, oh shit. Niggas was looking at me. What happened? I'm like, somebody got slammed. No, don't mind me.
don't worry about that. Don't worry. No, but Kofi Kingston's tag match with against what's his name? I'm really blinking right now, but it was one of the main events, but it got cut the first day. It didn't make it. And I guess Kofi was heated about that. And then, but it ended up happening the second day. They ended up fitting it somewhere into the second day, but it was a big uproar in the moment because it had you know how they show their matches, like a main card, like this is what you'll see tonight. Well, I guess some of the promos took a little bit long, like the video package promos that they had going on. They had like it took a little bit longer or something, and then my boy Kofi ain't make it, and I was a little sad to see that, but I was glad that they made it up the second day and he still got a late slot. He got like the third biggest match right before main event.
That's funny as fuck, but like it's better. Like I'd rather get it on the second day, but like that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let me see Kofi.
I could just imagine Brett just flipping shit. What's the fuck you mean about wrestling?
Yes, it was the tag match against Sheamus and Ridge Holland.
Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, they got flushed. Oh, Sheamus was booting everybody.
Booing them boys.
Yeah, Sheamus booted all them bitch ass niggas. But
that boy Kofi jumped at him from the steel whatever off the side. That boy bro kicked him. That's what I was saying. Bro kicked his ass till the next millennium. That boy waking up today on Monday Night Raw.
Nah, for real. I think the funniest shit was when the Johnny Knoxville with the mouse trap. This shit just popped up on my TV. Them niggas really had Johnny Knoxville in there busting shit. That boy Wee Man was.
Hey, we don't play the Wee Man straight.
He was throwing things. Kid.
Shit, my favorite thing personally throughout the all WrestleMania was Stone Cold. I felt like he was like, bro, he was still the Texas rattlesnake. No, he's probably like 60 now. He has some years on him, but you can still catch a stunner. Don't get it twisted.
Bro, I didn't hit me how old he was until they said his last match was in 2003, and I remember thinking like, God damn, that did happen like back then. Like 50 Cent saw Stone Cold wrestle once and was like, all right, man, this is my turn. I'm raising hell now.
And the Texas rattlesnake, like that shit was just perfect. Like the only person that they were missing maybe in the Texas arena was JBL.
Really, I don't know. They needed Shawn Michaels representing San Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is he? I didn't know he's really from Texas. I didn't know he was like that.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing 235 pounds, Shawn Michaels. Bro, I remember that. No, I don't think he weighed 230 though.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more lean.
Yeah, he might be like 190 or 210. I can't remember. But Shawn did have the biceps.
And then some people didn't notice that boy Undertaker. There's the Hall of Fame class. Vader, Undertaker. It wasn't really that bad of a class.
Okay, well.
Oh, I was just like the dead man, like the streak. That was like the seeing him again. It brought back those memories when I heard that dong. Yeah. And they brought him out just to like say hi to the crowd at one point, but it was random. So it caught you out of nowhere and it really brought back those chills. Like I got those like chills on me because I was like, damn, like that. You knew that sound when you was a kid. The mist started coming up.
And it got dark. I didn't think it was gonna come out for real. I didn't think it because like they had the Undertaker like the blow up thingy. I was like, oh great, he not coming out for real. All I see is boom. I was like, GOAT. Like the Undertaker's probably our GOAT. Like I thought John Cena would have been like the GOAT for us, but I don't know. I think the longevity of the Undertaker and the fact that he just stopped, he might be our GOAT. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He
At least
was. He's literally an enigma because there's no other wrestler I can think of who was, because in the prime of his career, he wrestled a lot. He was the show. And then after a while, the streak started becoming a thing. And then towards the end of his career, like he was trying to gap that last bridge when like newcomers were coming in and like the AJ Styles and stuff like that. And he was still kind of around. And he was only used for WrestleMania and promos. Like he never fought on Raw, SmackDown, or SummerSlam, or like any of those other pay-per-views. You would only you would hope to get your match to be against Undertaker, because you would sometimes, or most, especially towards the end, that match happened after the biggest fight. Like it would be like the belts on the line fight, the main event. And then after that, you would get the Undertaker versus Edge, the Undertaker versus Michaels, the Undertaker versus Triple H, and the Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. And it really was just like this. He is WrestleMania at this point. Like he doesn't do anything else other than wrestle at WrestleMania, which is a crazy thing to say.
that shit is lit. Nah, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Those two fights, the greatest fights I've ever seen, the greatest matches I've ever seen. Promo for those fights, for those matches, greatest promo I've ever seen by far. There's nothing touching of what they did. That was magical. That's what made me, when I think of those fights, that's what made me look and be like, okay, I know this shit is fake, but like, man, they did that. Like Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, that was touching, but like the epicness and like the way they executed in those two fights. So the Undertaker, I think, just became something bigger than just life at the WWE. And like that's pretty hard to do when none of the thing, like it's a larger than life show. Like it's explaining that people come here for like because they're missing that type of something to bring that energy out of them in regular life, so they come watch sports entertainment. And like they did that and they figured out how to do that like back and forth. So I think that's what the Undertaker is like. Undertaker, he has moves like him jumping over the fucking top rope, like to gliding over the top rope to go ran into a nigga. That's like his WrestleMania like signature. Like he does that every WrestleMania. Like I think what he did was just create something bigger, and I don't think anybody did that. Like maybe Hogan might have done that. Motherfucking Stone Cold and The Rock, they did. But the
Yeah,
way
there's
that
very few.
Undertaker did that while fighting all them niggas and the new niggas, like that's why I think like he might be my goat. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he's not my favorite wrestler. I'm rocking with The Rock always. He's top 4 for me, but like he's the goat in my opinion.
Yeah, and I have like not to change the storyline for over 30 years. And when the wrestling world is massive, like you just kept that like I'm the Undertaker. I mean, I'm a brother of destruction, and I died and I came back to life, and like I'll bring you down with me.
Don't forget he did go All American Badass for a second. That shit was lit.
Oh, he did have that. Oh, yeah, he did have like a year or two of that.
That was the best time to do that shit because it was like they was coming at him like they kept. I'm the dead man, but nah, they was getting on his fucking head, especially The Rock. They were All American Badass, bitch ass motherfucker. Like he could be able to be a lot more vocal and a lot talk more versus being a dead man where he just walks and stalks niggas.
And you can put a belt on him, and it won't look weird.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but hey, what was your I know both of our fan favorite Pat McAfee was at the WrestleMania fighting Vince McMahon's protege with Austin Theory. I hate him. I've never seen any SmackDown, but as I was watching him, I was like, they made an unlikable. Like they made someone for people to really just be like, yo, fuck this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was perfect because I mean, shit, that match I thought was great. What did you think?
I wouldn't know. I'm waiting for it to come up on the recap now because my ass fell asleep. My eyeglass fell asleep. If you check the Twitter, I was tweeting, and then you could tell I literally fell asleep. Literally, as I was trying to do a Pat McAfee tweet, and I was like, I always miss the good stuff. But I fell asleep thinking that it wasn't gonna be like a whole bunch of shit. I thought like, okay, he's gonna run around a little bit, and then Pat was gonna somehow. Nah, Pat came ready to do some things from what I heard. Let me know what happened, man.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but that boy did come. Hey, there's no that boy is an athlete. Most athletic punter I've ever motherfucker doing backflips, landing on his feet, jumping. How tall are those turnbuckles? At least like what 5 feet on the third one? Like that's a 5 foot jump that he cleared. That still like I think Pat McAfee living the best life. Like win or lose that match, that's the fact. Like he's really living life. Football player, Super Bowl winner, didn't really get hurt in all his career, so he kind of has like a healthy life. Gets out, still like a party animal that he likes to be type shit, and he got his crew with him making funny ass content, and now wrestling at WrestleMania.
And he's doing all this by being himself. You gotta respect it to the fullest.
Yeah, like that shit is fucking like watching him cut promos at WrestleMania, watching him talk shit to Vince, like that was one of the like watching like hearing the Undertaker's doom, hearing the Stone Cold's because like I wasn't expecting Stone Cold to come out. So whenever you hear that glass break sound of his intro song, I was shit that brought me back to being a kid too. I understood you said like I know it's fake watching it, but that experience is still the same. Like you can still draw that same experience if you're sitting there really enjoying that shit. And I was captivated for a few hours watching WrestleMania 38.
Nah, dead ass, bro. That shit had me go put the jersey on, man. That shit had me feel like I was 11 again. And I was like, damn, 11 was some good years for me.
Yeah, that's when I had a good run at 11.
Yeah, I had a good 11 run. I did it twice, you feel me? Because, I ain't fuck with 12.
Shit. Outside of WrestleMania, I felt like nothing else could kind of live up to like what that shit brought this weekend. That's why when he said what happened this weekend, I'm like, shit, I don't really know. I mean, WrestleMania stole the show.
I respect it, man. But no, I had a good weekend. I think this was a good weekend. I woke up this morning at 3:56 because I took a nap during WrestleMania. So motherfucking
It's a nice early.
So I woke up for the last match and saw finisher, reversal from finisher to a finisher. But I think the best match out of WrestleMania altogether was Edge. That boy put on a great performance. Him and AJ Styles put on a show. I'm watching the highlights right now. That shit was crazy. But
great performer.
But for the weekend, thanks anybody that watched stuff, liked any of the tweets or anything like that, because we was having fun. I was having fun with it. I see why you could be doing this, and I was like, damn, this shit is just trying to catch everything.
Yeah, and it's getting the love from the community. Like whenever you get a tweet that you feel like everyone's fucking with or everyone's laughing at, I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Nah, that shit was fire though. Today's my Manifest Monday. Today, I was glad that we was running this in the morning, so that gave me a good reason to stay up. So I Manifest Monday, I was just 5 a.m. manifesting. Woke up at 3:56. I'm not gonna say what I was doing between 4 to 5. But what's it called? Today was a good Manifest Monday. I was in that bitch just deleting shit. I was in my phone just deleting shit. I was like, okay, there's no need for any extra space. I'm trying to use this week. I'm trying to get rid of this bullshit energy to bring new energy and new shit like that. So that's all today. This is a good week for deleting shit, in my opinion. I feel like it's a good time to figure out where you're going. So keep deleting and get rid of any extra bullshit that's just buzzing around. You never even notice because you just pass by it.
Just a reflect, look back, and kind of figure out and observe.
And between the motherfucking pictures, between the messages that from the messages I deleted, I had to delete at least 35 to 40 booty pics. This shit was crazy. I was deleting these. I was looking at the name because I wasn't doing it I'm going to the messages. I was just in my iPhone storage, and I was like, I don't need this. Boom, boom, and then I'm just thinking damn. I definitely deleted all that shit too. That's interesting.
Shit, I would say after you delete it on iPhone, because I used to delete photos on iPhone, and I realized why my space not clearing up? And it's because all that shit goes to recently. They have another folder for recently deleted, and I'm like, oh, so this shit still. I have to double delete to actually clear up some space on my phone. What the fuck is this?
That shit disrespectful. When's the last time we accidentally deleted something?
I've actually I won't say recently, but I've had a time like I was trying to edit one of our videos and I had deleted like an audio program part of it, but then it kind of made the video itself unopenable, so then I had to go through hell to like find out like it was like I didn't delete the video itself, but basically the video is unusable now. It was like compromised, and it was like 45 minutes of like trying to figure out how to backstep what I did, and it eventually worked, but that was something like it's very frustrating. Like it is something where you're sitting there like, what the fuck? Like after you do it too, you're just sitting there like,
Yeah. Bro, I really never deleted, and I think that's why my computer probably been slowing down recently. I've never deleted any files. I just ordered a 1 terabyte hard drive though, so I'm gonna start making some cuts.
Oh yeah, no, terabyte give you some space too now. That's some
That's the space now.
shit. But this upcoming week, I can't wait because we got some boxing. I'm getting bigger into the boxing world, so I see that y'all got some boxers that I actually know, like Triple G, he's fighting. Ryan Garcia, I know he's a punk, but I know he's fighting.
Cause we're not gonna call because he do got hands. You can't deny skill.
I can't call him a punk.
I mean, cause like he not ducking, but like I don't know. Boxing's a little different because everybody's not ducking. It's just their business. There's a lot of politics that go into everything. So like, if there's something slightly out of skew, niggas could just cut out at any second.
Okay, well, we got
certain people that like you can say the same thing about Triple J, but eventually he got the 2 fights with Canelo, and we want one more. But like Canelo's just trying to take all the belts from everybody. He wants to be the first person to ever get all the belts. But like, I'm not a boxing expert or guru. I'm just a person that likes to see people get their ass beat. So I keep up with them. I keep up with certain boys.
My bad. We got Triple G, and we got that candy ass known as Ryan Garcia, and then which is pretty big in the boxing world. The next week's gonna even be bigger, but the UFC world is gonna be fucking on fire with UFC pay-per-view.
Oh my
273, fucking the Korean Zombie fighting Alexander Volkanovski for a belt. Out the Sterling versus Peter Yan rematch after a lot of people think Sterling went out kind of like, I won't say cheated, but he went out like a bitch. A lot of people are saying, a lot of people are also defending him. But watch the clip of the illegal knee. Did Sterling sell it? Did he not? It's all that.
Hey, that shit was illegal as fuck. But that's the point of running it back, because like now you got time to prepare. Let's see what it's about. Because that's the best thing about fighting. Because football, basketball, anything, like any little thing can bother you. Like a motherfucker could argue with their wife in the morning, and that could be the detrimental to the motherfucking fourth quarter.
Yeah.
For prep for but in fighting, it's one-on-one, straight hands, straight knees, straight lit kicks. Like run it back, get your belt back, dog. Like it's gonna be a great one. I want to see this. And because Brett didn't even accept the fact that he won like that. He was like,
I just hope for at least, because I mean the 3 big fights is the Korean Zombie Volkanovski fight, then the Sterling Yan, and then the Burns Chimaev fight. And everyone's riding Chimaev right now. He's the hottest thing. He's like riding the hot wave in UFC. I didn't realize, but he's outstruck everybody. He's only been struck in his 3 fights a total of once. Which like nobody has ever only been hit once in 3 fights. So he's just been absolutely mauling people. But all 3 of them are massive favorites. Like they're as big as favorites as we saw. Like the biggest favorites we saw ever that we've talked about in UFC, all 3 of them are that. So it is like everyone's riding the champion and or the newcomer Chimaev. So I'm hoping to see what I feel it. There's one big upset we're due. We're gonna see one of them happen this weekend.
You sprinkle some cash. You sprinkle some cash somewhere.
I'll let y'all know whenever y'all tune in for the pick 'em. I already have one that I think is gonna be a major upset, and it's gonna be, I think, easy money. But hey, what do I know till Saturday?
Nah, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm already doing my home. I don't got too much homework this weekend. I'm doing all my shit early this week. And then I'm watching fighting Saturday. I think I got to go to this Jerk Fest on Friday. They got this. They gonna have food, so I paid the 15 because I was like, I paid 15 for a jerk plate in the first place. And then motherfucking, I'm watching. And then Sunday, I think I'm gonna be chilling by the pool,
Poolside.
catching a tan, hanging tan.
Oh shit. I know my weekend is gonna be stuck on the fights. It's my Sunday. I'm probably gonna see if I can watch. I'm gonna try to see if I can watch. There's a couple animes I've been letting sit on my list that I'm gonna see if I can knock out. And the only reason why I say that is because that boy Juwan, I gave him Hunter x Hunter like a couple, like I would say a week ago. He only started it a few days ago, and he's already on like season 5. He went through Phantom Troop. He's on Greed Island. He's actually like almost done with Greed Island, and I'm just like, boy, like you really locked in. Like it kind of gave me like, damn, I need to get back on my shit. Like this boy over giving me a little bit of inspiration.
I can't do it. I be having like that bitch sit. I be like, I still ain't done ranking the Kings. I be like, that bitch sit. I be trying to go Boji. I be having to sit. I can't just, all right, what you gonna do next month? Especially a show like that. Like nigga doesn't even talk. Now I'm trying to, Boji, why you did that? But everybody, each his own though.
See, Ranking Kings are so, you see, some of the anime that I have sitting right now is because they came out the same time as Ranking of Kings, and they both, everything I was watching was good, but then Ranking of Kings hit a point where I was just like, oh, this is my shit. Like I can't put it down. And the other ones took that back burner. So I'm like, all right, time to give y'all some more attention. Like I'm sorry I left y'all sit. Like I'm back now.
It's the hottest anime out right now. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate you putting me on. Oh no, I appreciate you co-sign. I'm not gonna lie. J-Rob put me on your ugly ass, but he not listening. I'm gonna send him the clip of me calling him ugly, his head ass, human ass. Oh man, what a human.
And hey, if anyone's looking because we're not gonna spoil it for you, but anyone looking for a solid reaction to let you know what you're missing and what you should watch, head out to that boy Jerry Will 24 reaction page. He's been dropping fucking reactions left and right of everything that's new. So check it out.
That boy said if I'm gonna watch TV, I'm gonna get paid for it.
Facts, yeah. And I'm gonna let you know what you need to see.
Yeah, hey, but he do be keeping up. Hey, I'm gonna go watch that Jujutsu Kaisen movie tomorrow though. So I'm gonna let you know if he was capping or not. And like I'm gonna be the most unbiased opinion because I don't know shit.
Yeah, but just go in there with an open heart. We're just going there, and there's no that the boys know how to handle shit.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. Know what I'm saying? I'm a peep what they talking about. And I'm a slander whoever I feel like is wrong. You just know I'm slandering.
All right, be ready for a war, my guy. Because the people are stuck in there, putting their feet in the dirt and not moving.
Bro, I'm always confused about this shirt because I never understand if it's like because it's definitely my size.
It's like a hockey jersey, I think.
Is this how hockey niggas dress? I respect it.
They always have a lot of space right here.
Is it because the armpits be smelling, so they gotta have like a lot of
Honestly, I don't know why hockey jerseys are the way that they are. I know that they have like padding underneath, and they gotta wear thick stuff so they stay warm because it's so cold on the ice.
Niggas probably play a whole sport on ice. That we gotta look into that. We gotta look into that.
Yeah, no, that I do because I know that sport gets a lot of respect, and I'm like, and it's from a lot of people who have the same sports taste as me. So I'm like, huh.
But yeah, man. But shit, man. That was a good one, man. You got anything else, dog?
Nah, I'm excited. This weekend's been great. WrestleMania was a banger, and I'm excited for next weekend and the episodes we're gonna be dropping this week on these fools.
Hey, man, and shout out anybody that came to watch this shit, man. We gonna keep coming with you on these motherfucking Mondays, man. You motherfucker. And if these are ladies and gents, appreciate you for watching too. But hey, Paul, what's up, man?
Yes, sir. Well, shit. This was the grandest weekend of them all with the grandest stage of them all. If you missed WrestleMania, we feel bad for you, but we're happy you stayed tuned and watched Totally Blitz podcast. Hopefully, we brought it to you. These were your hosts, Paul Pick and Win Contra. I'm joined with the People's Champ, the Don PYE, Lil K Kev Waterboy Savoy himself, and this was Totally Blitz podcast. Yo, bitch.
The medicines We been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been. I got a problem with